What did you learn from the project?
I'd say from the project I learnt to be more patient. I weren't very patient with things such as public transport and waiting times, and I used the opportunity when labelling to collect still data, and I found that actually outside of work I'm more patient in terms of waiting around for public transport now.
I learned a lot about wearable technologies just from being around the office here, and I learned a lot about these flagship phones. The amount of sensor data they're able to collect was amazing. I didn't realise they had so much capability. I really loved getting out and about in the city and the surrounding areas, especially the walking and cycling.
I enjoyed traveling, so I had opportunity to visit different places that I've never been before, an opportunity to explore the underground subways, which was very interesting. I didn't actually find any issue at all, but I would say I was just overwhelmed with worries, having the phones, carrying around the phones, and I was worried that someone might ask me, why am I carrying the phones? And secondly, to the general public, that I was making them uncomfortable with, they would be uncomfortable with the camera, and also a bit worried. But I would say I didn't actually find an issue at all.
It was quite unusual for me to have 5 devices on me, so 4 phones and a camera, and having the large 5-inch phone on my wrist a lot of the time, especially whilst running and cycling, was a little bit of a challenge, but nothing much. So each week, after collecting all the data, I come here to the office. I then plug in each of my 4 phones and the wearable camera right here. I download all of the photos from the camera, and then I delete any privacy sensitive images. Up here we have that time lapse that I mentioned before. This is stitched together from the photos from the day and shows me what I was doing. Here you can see I'm riding a bike. And then I downloaded the data from each of the 4 phones. Down the bottom here we have the G-sensor data from each of the 4 phones. And between the G-sensor data and the images, I can correctly label each of the activities and perfect the labels that I gave on the day. So here you can see that I've labelled activity bike while I was riding the bike.